Hello, so the other stream, for some reason, it disconnected, so please ignore that. This is a continuation stream. We got the PDS tornado has just expired, and nobody, I don't think anybody's died. So, anyways, let's go track the storms in Michigan now. Actually, no, I actually had something planned, I think. Yeah, let's go to National Weather Service. Yeah, they're concerned about Tornado Watch 196. I think that's for, like, Wisconsin and Indiana and yada yada. Oh, no, that's from Michigan, Indiana. Yeah. I was about to say something. I think I know where that is. Yeah, that's, like, a few miles south of Indianapolis. And one's for North Carolina. Yeah, that's for Johnson, Morgan. Again, I got, like, 3 warnings in my area. No, they are not dangerous. That is why I am not downstairs right now. If they get dangerous, I'm going downstairs. I think that part of the storm that they're saying is excelling to move away. Let's see. Is there any warnings are about to expire? Or is Libby done rising up a Gaia? Huge Gaiads. These are the warnings that will be in effect at 10:15, so be aware about that. We just had a new warning got issued for Virginia, so that is very surprising. Now we got one for Iowa. I just cannot take a break. I probably shouldn't either. I mean, I have a whole lot of time on my hands. Like, why should I take a break? If I can have like 4 hours of streaming, like literally, don't need it. All right, okay, so we're concerning Tornado Watch 196. The threat will continue. Exit regions of mid-level speed max is spreading across the central Great Lakes region early this evening. Approaching shortwave or speed max is contributing to a slow northward advance of surface warm front that currently drapes across northern Ohio into southern Michigan. No less than half a dozen long-lived supercells are currently noted near this warm front, several of which are or have been tornadic. Additionally, very large hail has been noted at times. This activity will continue spreading northeast over the next few hours. Greatest tornado threat will be near and just south of this warm front as buoyancy drops considerably just north of the wind shift. Never mind, it got deleted. The freaking business discussion got deleted. Portions of the upper Mississippi Valley, a severe potential watch is unlikely. Isolated, marginally severe hail and strong wind gusts are possible within storms in eastern Iowa, southwestern Wisconsin, and northwestern Illinois. A very narrow warm sector has developed in the upper Mississippi Valley, southeast of a occluded surface cyclone over in Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Deep literature is quite marginal, but a few semi-organized storms are possible over the next 1 to 3 hours. The threat should be short-lived, as the storms will likely move into outflow from storms along the warm front, particularly in Wisconsin, right after the storm is out of Dubuque, Iowa. Furthermore, dew points have been mixing out over the last hour. Isolated, marginal, severe hail and strong winds gusts will be possible with this activity. Went Hart is the forecaster. Storms probably also going to exit into parts of Illinois. This is only here because of the warm sector. If there was no warm sector, there would be no storm for this. A watch is likely with the 20% chance. This is near North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia and Tennessee. And South Carolina. Alright. Strong thunderstorms capable of hail and damaging wind gusts are possible this evening. No tornadoes on that. Should be no tornadoes on that storm, North Carolina. Just some damaging wind gusts and large hail, though. So that is still dangerous. What I'm having right now, that's what should be happening there. These storms have formed over the mountains and are moving towards greater instability across central North Carolina this afternoon. And made around 30 to 35 knots of effective shear per SPC mesoanalysis, storms have been organized with some supercell structures apparent. Given the supercell storm mode and moderate to strong instability and increasing shear through the evening, there will be a threat for large. What? Alabama, Tennessee. Wow. Okay. For large hail and damaging wind gusts with these storms, height rises in synoptic scale subsidence should keep storm coverage isolated and end the threat by sunset, which should preclude the need for a watch. Bentley Hart. There's a 20% chance. I think they need one. They do need one. They need one to be issued there, honestly. The storm's pretty strong enough, but there's a storm that's near Beckley, too. I think they should issue one there. Alright, let's go talk about Tornado Watch 196. I think that's in Michigan and Indiana. Yeah, so the risk of tornadoes are low with this. EF2 plus tornadoes are low. Though, so PDSs should not be activated in the area. What's about tornadoes could be. I'm saying could because some counties may not. Severe wind is moderate, 65 kilometer plus wind is low. Severe hail is moderate, and 2+ hail is moderate. Watch out for hail today if you guys are in Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana. So that's northeastern Indiana, southern low Michigan, northwestern Ohio, and all of Lake Erie. Well, some of Lake Erie. Some parts are in Pennsylvania and New York, so those areas aren't. Couple tornadoes possible. Scattered large hail, isolated very large hail events to 2 inches in diameter possible, and scattered damaging wind gusts to 70 miles per hour possible with this. Scattered thunderstorms will likely move into the watch area through the late afternoon and evening. That's around like 8 o'clock, so that's an hour. The more intense storms, including the possibility for several supercells, will pose a risk for large hail, severe gusts, and tornadoes. Wow. The tornado watch area is approximately along in 50 statute miles. I wonder what statute miles means. East and west of a line from 25 miles northeast of Lansing, Michigan, to 40 miles southwest of Findlay, Ohio. I've covered that area before on the Tornado Outbreak. Remember that one? Yeah. I've talked about it a lot of times. For a complete depiction of the watch, see the Associated Watch Outline, WOUS 64, KWNS, and WOU 6. Remember, a tornado watch means conditions are favorable for tornadoes and severe thunderstorms ending close to the watch area. People in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Yeah, that's for Michigan, though. I think there was a mesoscale discussion on this. We're just gonna read it anyway. The additional tornado watches have already been needed. They already got issued, likely by 22C, which is exactly the time. Whatsoever, this does include northern Kentucky, which I'm more concerned about because why would you include Kentucky? As mentioned in NCD mesoscale discussion 0679 679, and increasingly favorable setup for supercells, a couple of which may be long track, is underway across northwestern Indiana to the Wabash Valley. The northern storms, Michigan. I will read it. Right after we cover these watches and vessel scale discussions. The northern storms may be to outpace the rapid boundary layer, warming, moistenizing that is occurring across northeast Indiana and northwest Ohio into southern and lower Michigan. For some reason, Ohio's actually not getting storms yet, which I'm surprised. I think they should have had some at like 6:30. Nevertheless, the intense mid-level jet will be likely foster sustained supercells even as they become slightly elevated towards southeast and lower Michigan. With back to low-level flow in ample low-level shear per IWX VWP data in northern Indiana, the tornado threat will remain prominent with any supercells along and south of the surface form front. A couple of strong tornadoes are possible. Couple of strong tornadoes are possible, though. It does not mean it's going to happen. It does not mean that. Grams and Smith. So this is for Cleveland, National Weather Service Cleveland, National Weather Service Jackson, National Weather Service Wilmington, National Weather Service National Weather Service Indianapolis, National Weather Service Northern Indiana, National Weather Service Grand Rapids, and then National Weather Service Detroit, and National Weather Service National Weather Service Gaylord. Yeah. National Weather Service Gaylord. Okay, so they also updated the outlook around 3:46 p.m. So they're saying there is an enhanced risk for Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. This is for Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, and Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky. Surprises things even in there. I'm surprised. The slight risk is for Chicago, Illinois, San Antonio, Texas. Yes, Texas is in this. It's supposed to be very evening hours though, so around that time we end the stream. Austin, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, and Toledo, Ohio, and the marginal risk is for Detroit, Michigan, Memphis, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina, which is right now, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is also right now, then Cleveland, Ohio. The possibility tornado graphic actually kind of surprised me a little. Surprised me. We have a hashed risk, which is only basically just a 10%. This for Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, and Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky. That is the same thing as the enhanced risk. The 10% tornado risk is basically just the same thing. Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, and Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky. 5% tornado risk today is for Chicago, Illinois, Nashville, Tennessee, Toledo, Ohio, Aurora, Illinois, and Naperville, Illinois. So, yeah. Chicago and other different metro areas. Oh, yeah, Evansville, Indiana, too. Evansville. And Johnston. And Cleveland. And the 10% goes to Wilmington as well. So then finally the 2% tornado risk. I'm surprised this thing ain't even North Carolina, but I'm kind of not surprised either. This is for San Antonio, Texas, Detroit, Michigan, Austin, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Little Rock, Arkansas, Cape Girardeau, in Missouri, um, Lincoln, Illinois, We're down to 9. Alright, this storm's finally calming down, but I think there's gonna be new ones. Let's go read from bottom to top. This is for Jackson, Michigan. This is for Jackson, Brooklyn, Grass Lake, Vandercook Lake, Leone, Spring Arbor, Norvell, Horton, Concord, Sandstone, Napoleon, Pulaski, Springport, Pleasant Lake, Liberty, Clark Lake, Hanover, Parma, Springport, Lake Columbia, and Rice Junction. Tornado possible of this storm over in Michigan as well. Kalamazoo and Van Buren, you also have yours. This is for Michigan. Just barely. Could have been Van Buren, Ohio, too. This is for Kalamazoo, Galesburg, Schoolcraft, Westwood, Ashtemo, Comstock, Fulton, Climax, Mattawan, and Portage. Portage and Kalamazoo are big areas. Galesburg, too. It also belongs to Vicksburg, and then other cities in other things. I don't know what they are. Includes Vicksburg, Lawton, Comstock, Northwest, Augusta, and Scotts. It's from 8 to effect until 9 o'clock, so that's about 1 hour and 30 minutes away. North Carolina, Virginia. So this is for Caswell, Rockingham, Henry, Pitt, Sylvania. Pitt, Sylvania, and Danville City. So this is for Rockingham, and Caswell, North Carolina, in the city of Danville, Sovereign, Pitt, Sylvania, and Henry County, Virginia. Remember, this was one of the oldest states, probably one of the oldest. And if not, and it is not though, because Delaware is the real oldest one. Even though before the state was made, people landed in Jamestown, Virginia, which is more of a populated area now. It's probably because of its, and it is not even anything for cultural habits or anything. It's because it was the Thanksgiving in the history of the British there. There were a lot of natives in Jamestown. Yeah. This is a very royal and complicated state, Virginia. These were Danville, Eden, Yanceyville, Bethel, Providence, Mayfield, and Blairs. Large and damaging winds are expected of this. And deadly clouded ground lightning. Please move to interior rooms on the lowest floor of a building if you are in those areas. That's for Dallas Pork in Story, Iowa.
Can you pause it to come take a bath?
Hang on. Yeah. All right. So continuing on, we have a 10% damaging wind gust risk today for Chicago, Illinois, Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, Nashville, Tennessee, and Toledo, Ohio. And a 5% wind risk, damaging wind gust risk today for San Antonio, Texas, Detroit, Michigan, Austin, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, and Charlotte, North Carolina. We also have a 15% chance of hail today for Chicago, Illinois, San Antonio, Texas, Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, and Austin, Texas. And a hash risk for that will be for Chicago, Illinois, San Antonio, Texas, Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, and Austin, Texas. Texas. Even though it's more. Okay. Got 5% hail risk today also for Detroit, Michigan, Memphis, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Cleveland, Ohio. Spirit Turns Tomorrow cancels for Livingston, Michigan. Concerning tornado watches 125 and 120 no 195 and 197. Scattered supercell threat that extends across yeah. Scattered supercells will spread across south or eastern Indiana into west what? That was really fast. Southern and eastern Indiana into western Ohio over the next several hours. Tornado threat continues along with a risk for large hail. Discussion. Scattered supercells have grown upscale, gradually maturing as they spread across eastern and southern Indiana towards western Ohio. Air mass remains modestly unstable and strongly sheared. Please do not interrupt me. I do not like being interrupted. 21Z ILN, sound and exhibited SB Cape around 2,500 J or kilograms, with 300 M2 or S2, 0 to 3 SRH. This activity is expected to spread east-northeast this evening within an environment that is favorable for sustaining long-lived rotating updrafts, including the possibility for tornadoes. We have already had that, though. It's actually happening right now. Probably going to have a few more hours of it until that gradual time of helping ourselves disappears. Actually, 4 tornado warnings at once, altitude. Oh, 5. It's where you're not expected to be. If you guessed Alabama, you're correct. It is the right one. Yeah, there is one tornado on the ground. It's near Paulding, Ohio. It's actually 8:15. No, 8:45. So, warmer hours of these storms before they finally die out. It should finally die out around 10 o'clock. Right now should be peak time. We're gonna approach every single one. So Calhoun County, Michigan. There's us. For Albion, Marshall, Battle Creek, Burlington, Union City, Homer, Brownlee Park, Tecumseh, Duck Creek, no Duck Lake. I actually meant Pine Creek, Athens, Marengo, Brownlee Park, Bedford, and Ceresco. Possible tornado of that one too in Calhoun. Lasts actually until 9:15. This one lasts until 9:45, 8:45. This one's for Dixon, Sublette, Woodhaven Lakes, Mendota, Wachell, Amboy, Creston, Lee, Franklin, Grove, Ashton, Pawpaw, Lee, Compton, Stewart, Nelson, Lee Center, Lechusa, Triumph, Aldena, Woodland Shores, Harmon, West Brooklyn, and nothing else. For LaSalle, Lee, and Ogle, Illinois. Number one for Illinois is for Bureau County. So it's for Walnut, Lamoille. Yes, I said it, Ohio, not the state, a city or town. Manlius in Illinois. Okay, yeah, Ohio, Illinois. Okay, let's get over it. Manlius, Arlington, Casbier, Van Oren, and Normandy. One and shell following with it. Apologize. And number one for Michigan is for Livingston and Bostonal. It's for Island Lake State Recreation Area. Chilson, Lakeland, Unadilla, Pinckney State Recreation Area. And no, I'm not saying that. On Pinckney, Hamburg, Brighton, Whitmore Lake. You guys are getting that. Another one for Decatur, Washington, Shelby, Indiana. So this is for Shelbyville, Rushville, St. Paul, Billroy, Shelbyville, and Rushville's Twin Cities. Glenwood, Clarksburg, New Salem, not Twin Cities, erase that. Manila, Waldron, Sandusky, Moscow, and Interstate 74 between mile markers 113 and 127. Tornado warning for Dark, Ohio. It was for Greenville, Union City, Ansonia, Sharps Crossing, Sharpeye, and Pikeville. Another severe thunderstorm warning for Wisconsin this time. This is for Madison, Pittsburgh. Yeah, Madison's a really populated area. The Wisconsin State Capitol. Yeah, I know. You do not need to include that, though. Middleton, Wenatchee, Verona, Monona, Mount Hora, Windsor, DeForest, Cross Plains, Shorewood Hills, Maple Bluff, Dane, Camp Randall Stadium, which is the football stadium, Pine Bluff, Henry Villa Zoo, and the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Oh my gosh, only in Ohio, brothers. Only in Ohio. Another super thunderstorm warning. This time it's in Indiana. Actually, southern Indiana this time. Okay. I was expecting if it was going to be south, it was probably going to be Paducah and Louisville. Nah. Oh my gosh. Moderate rain again? Dang, dude. Dang. Don't tell me there's another one in Vigo. I think there may be. Just wait. St. Croix, Eddyville, Siberia, Uniontown, West Fork, Tazewell, Doolittle Mills, Ketry, Indiana need to take shelter. Also near Santa Claus. But Santa Claus is actually Orange County, so no. Ohio, Glaze, and Mercer, you guys are under a tornado warning. That's a confirmed tornado on the ground. That's the one at the bottom of your screen. It's a weather spotter confirmed tornado. At 7:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a tornado was reported 4 miles north of Fort Recovery. So this includes Salina. I've covered the area before. along with Wapokenta, St. Mary's, Coldwater, Moulton, Buckland, Montezuma, Neptune, Kasuth, State Road 116, State Road 197, and Bulkhead. Severe thunderstorm warning for Dane and Rock. So Milton, Edgerton, Evansville, Lake Koshkong, Wishkonong, Lake Koshkonong, Fulton, Albion, Indian Ford, and Cooksville. Defiance, Henry, Putnam, and Paulding. Now, Defiance, Putnam, Paulding, and Henry, Ohio. You got another confirmed tornado. It's emergency management this time. Tornadoes on the ground. They're Prentice, Hamler, Caber, Melrose, Gallup, Miller City, Belmore, Charlotte, Pleasant Bend, DeBarbia, Deschler, Leipzig, and Continental. So if you are in Continental and Leipzig, take shelter now. If you're in Deschler, you have 4 minutes. Illinois, severe thunderstorm warning for Joe Davies and Stephenson, Illinois. It's for Lena, Rock City, Stockton, Winslow, Warren, Dakota, Davis, and Cedarville, along with Rock City, Nora, Buena Vista, Rock Grove, Oneco, Orangeville, Damascus, Lake Leacwana State Park, Lake Leacwana State Park is what I meant to say. McConnell, Scotia Mills, Winnershek, Apple River, Canyon State Park, and Adams Grove. Apple River, Canyon State Park. Another one for Alabama. Yes, you guessed it, Alabama. This is for Scottsboro, Henegger, Stevenson, Hollywood, Eider, Pisgah, Mortontown, Rosalie, Fabius, and Higdon. Alabama. Number one for Kentucky this time. This is for Flemingsburg, Mount Carmel, Boxport, and Elizabeth. Severe thunderstorm warning in Indiana. This is for Monroe, my county, Morgan County. No, I am not in it. It is the southern part of my county. Along with Johnson, Brown, and Buffalo Meadow. So Franklin, Martinsville, Edinburgh, Princess Lake, Trafalgar, Morgantown, Paragon, Peoga, Mahalosville, Spearsville, and Blaine Blossom. And Interstate 65 between mile markers 84 and 90. Kentucky and Ohio, you have a severe thunderstorm warning for Mason and Lewis, Kentucky, and Adams and Scotia, Ohio, near Manchester. So this is a tornado possible storm, and you can go relay reports to Wilmington if you need to. This is for West Union, Manchester, Mansburg, Rome, Blue Creek, Concord, Sandy Springs, Trinity, Buena Vista, and Scotia County. Cars, State Road 348, State Road 125. I meant to say 125. Rectorville, Garrison, Cedar Mills, Heron Hill, and Bentonville. One is for Indiana and Ohio, too. This is moving out of Indiana. For Wayne, Union, Fayette, and Preble. So Preble, Ohio, and Fayette, Union, and Wayne, Indiana. This includes a few popular areas. So that includes Salem, Connorsville, Liberty, Uniontown, and Dunlapsville. So Connorsville, Liberty, West College Corner, Salem, Brownsville, College Corner, Boston, Dunlapsville, Witt Station, Aquina, Whitewater State Park, Goodwin's Corner, Billingsville, Clifton, Cottage Grove, Cotchell, and Springersville. Another tornado warning for Ohio. This includes Glaze, Shelby, Logan, and Mercer. Wisconsin. This is for I-75 in Ohio between mile markers 104 and 118, and Maplekensa, St. Mary's, Fort Shawnee, New Bremen, Cridersville, Botkins, Lakeview, New Knox, Waynesfield, Moulton, Chickasaw, Unipolis, Cattersville, Freiburg, St. John's, Bulkhead, and New Hampshire. Yeah, I know New Hampshire. Do not complain. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know. Lewis, Adam. Okay, so if you're in Lewis, Kentucky, and Adams, Ohio, take shelter. You got already started under tornado warning. So that's for if you're in Vanceburg, Rome, Blue Creek, Concord. I said Concord. Sandy Springs, Trinity, and Cars. In either Kentucky or Ohio, and or our towns. Huntsville, Alabama just issued another tornado warnings. This is for Rosalie, Henniger, and Eider in Alabama. Yeah, I know Alabama, and it's very weird. So they're Pisgah and Scottsboro. They held in Jackson, Alabama. Not a lot though. Franklin, Union, and Fayette, just a little shorter warning compared to that one already in the area. And extended it a little south towards a popular area named Brookville. It's in Franklin County. You're Lake Santee right now. Near Brookville, Blooming Grove, Columbia, Metamora, Laurel, Knolltown. Oh, that was very fast. Andersonville, Alpine, Everton, and Buena Vista. Finally, Kentucky. No, it's in Indiana. Another one for Indiana. This time is for Shelley Rush, Decatur, and Buffalo Milu, Indiana. Tornado possible if this one after the storm that's already produced a tornado. I just said This is near a popular area named Greensburg and Edinburgh. This is your Greensburg, Adams, Edinburgh, Flat Rock, Milford,